Hello, we are Gerrit and Sarah from Shamanic Practice Calyxes, the Netherlands. It's Friday, the 11th of November 2015, and this is our Calyxes Ascension Journal. And the topic of this journal is Time to Act. We are going to talk about withdrawing your consent. It's like the first step into time to act, or from time to act. And after you have withdrawn your consent, going into the experience yourself in what it is you have to contribute here on earth. Gerrit, can you explain what we mean with withdraw your consent?
Yeah, this topic is this time very near to me. I'm very much aware of the energies, the dynamics that are connected to withdraw your consent. For me, withdraw your consent consists of taking your energy back from whatever system, whatever person, whatever belief, whatever has to do with power, money, systems, as for instance a religion, that dominates you. And on an unconscious level, we have given our permission to be dominated, to let others, and it's not always personal, but it's also in the system and the energies, let others dominate you and use your energy to a purpose that is not for the benefit of all, but more for the benefit of self. And when you withdraw your energy, you break the system, and that's important, because when you, and that's for me very
working inside yourself at this moment.
It's very energizing and empowering myself. When I withdraw my consent, I am real responsible and with my high responsible for my own acting, and I am more a partner in situations than for instance an employee
or a victim,
and it's more in the heavy kind of word is enslaved. And be aware of your programming in situations, and when you withdraw your consent, you go inside and feel what it is inside that you have to feel when you withdraw your consent. And the time to act is the first step.
For me, it's also really important to get into action and to give words to what I feel, and I think we all have to give words or whatever expression form you works for you, because what I've experienced in the past periods, even in a personal relationship with someone, when you feel things that doesn't work for you, you can just lay back and let it be, and really not really being into connection with someone. But in a way, when you do so, you keep the situation like it is. And for me, I feel the invitation, time to act, and withdrawing my consent. When I don't, also in a personal relationship, I really have to say what I feel. And when I, for example, feel there is no connection, I have to say it. So it opens up, and whatever another person will do with it isn't important, but it opens the situation up so you can look at it.
Yeah, it's freeing yourself.
It's freeing myself and the other as well.
Yeah.
And for on a larger scale, like politics, when our politicians say, "Oh, we have to go to war to these or those persons or groups," when I say it's not my choice, I don't want to live like this. It's not. I can say nothing and see whatever happens, or I can say really out loud, this is what I notice. We are always reactive. No, when you want to be reactive, don't do it on my account, because this is not what I want. So this is the first step into it's time to act. And then, when you have withdrawn your consent and you are here and you feel, what's the second step?
The second step for me is that I'm very much aware in whatever situation I want to act, to more of a creation energy, to give response on that what's wants to come out of me. And that is not necessarily the same situation where I'm always in, the working situation. When I withdraw my consent, then I take also the consequences of my withdrawal. And that can mean for me that I'm resigning a job, or that I'm withdrawing myself in certain relations or groups. And that frees myself to make contact within my self, to feel and to know what wants to come out, to do for the benefit of all. I have to do something here on Earth at this time, at this moment of now, and that's what I'm empowering. And my next step is to go out and to co-create, and to do what I have to do. To go
into the experience of figuring out, what am I, what is my contribution to life itself.
And that's connected with my, say it, your higher self, with your inner knowing, what to do in what situation, with what persons, and what kind of work. So that is very, very important to connect, to go inside. Okay, what does it mean? And be silent and wait for the answers. Wait for the impulse to create whatever you have to do. It's also, that's not a particular step, but it is also becoming visible as a result, a form of disclosure, disclosure of myself. I make visible that I step out of the systems that dominates me, and when I do that, it cracks the system. So the invitation to all of us is to crack the system and to break out, and to empower ourselves. I name it empowering, but to take back your consent and pull yourself together. It can come fearful, and it triggers all sorts of feelings and emotions. But that is the real step for me. Draw your consent back and feel what you have to do and do it.
And like you said, you really become visible in everything, in all your desires, in everything you feel. And like in a personal relationship, when you do you want to sustain the relationship and to when a relationship is not fulfilling, but let's just be together because else when we apart I feel lonely, and then we have not real connection, there's no honesty in it. Or do I take the risk when I tell what my feelings are and what my longings are, that the other one turns his or her back to me and leaves me, and that is really freeing. And but what I've experienced is that when I do it, and more people do it, it opens up, and yes, there are systems and people who turn their back on you and who get angry, and there are others who have the same longing to really be connected, really experience that we are all one. And then in like some kind of curiosity, you both can say, this is what I want, this is what I want too. Okay, how can we reach that? And worldwide we all want to experience the love and light that we are. And not everyone has the words for it, but I think that every one of us wants to experience it. Okay, then we have to say what we feel and to become visible in it. We have to act. And the saying is the first step, and then we have to go create the realization of our own longing. I myself have to do it.
Okay. For me, it is said, time to act. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And see you next time.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.